The Raptors have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the New York Knicks.
Hello and welcome to Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The series stands at 2-1. Obviously, high stakes for both teams tonight. You take a look at the Raptors. They've grabbed 2 of the first 3 games. Now they have a chance to go up 3-1 here at home.
And that's a chance they have to take. As the lower seed, home court advantage, you do not want to give it back.
Now, New York starting 5. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Towns in at the 5. MP against Brunson. Bridges outside. 6 on the shot clock. Towns finds Anunoby. New York needs to get off the shot here. Here's Brunson outside. Rebounded by Ingram.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Bay. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Here's Brunson. Knocks down the step-back J.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Pirtle with the bucket.
Yeah, and that's his bread and butter right there. That's where Pirtle wants to operate, right there in the paint in front of the rim.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Towns looking for an opening. Outside Brunson. Hart with a screen on Bay. Anunoby for 3. Rebound Toronto. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know, the effort level has certainly been there. But what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Pass to Towns. From outside the arc. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist from Towns.
And that is the shot they want Anunoby to take, and he excels in the catch and shoot.
Bay with a screen. And here's Ingram from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately. Well, that's just excellent rebounding fundamentals right there. He found a body, and he cleared him out.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Bay's got 5 points.
Yeah, that's a key 3 for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Screen by Hart from behind the arc. And Bridges good for 3.
And year after year, Bridges continues to expand his range.
For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks was outstanding. He scored 28 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Graham.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Strus, he's checked in for New York. Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Toronto's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Mobo. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
No, young players should focus on sharing the ball out there, and MP right now certainly endearing himself to his teammates with passes like that.
finish.
Hardwood is your friend. He used it to his advantage there.
And so MP will bring it up for the Raptors. There's a minute 40 left now in the first quarter. Outside Barrett. Over Strus. Hart pulls it in.
He typically dominates that area of the floor and just didn't drop.
On the wing, Clarkson. Guarded by Quickly. Strus with the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
1:05 left to play in the first. Quickly, left side. Pass to Murray Boyles. Outside Barrett. There's the triple. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, you could see it on Barrett's face. He couldn't wait to bring the ball up right there and hit a three of his own.
Outside Hart. On the wing, Clarkson. From deep, Strus. And again, New York with the triple.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Murray Boyles. The Knicks with the rebound.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Here's Brunson outside. Offensive board. Clarkson for three. The shot no good. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's good on the lay-in. Lobo's got his second basket. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Raptors out in front, up by one. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
We've got Jakob Poeltl. Barnes is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly, and it's Walter in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram, totally under control.
Payton up top. Clarkson outside. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Barnes passes to Quickly. Outside Ingram. Count that one. Ingram's got 7.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Making a switch here. Shedd's checked in. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for New York. Anunoby comes in for Strus. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Clarkson outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Shed. Pass to ball. Here's Pirtle. Here's Shed. Tries again. Here's Walter. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
I love watching a big man make that pass right there. Pirtle sending it back outside where he's got a three-point shooter.
Change here for Toronto. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Brunson is checked in for Clarkson. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Anunoby. Now Brunson. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
And so here is Toronto. Outside for Bay. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hits the trifecta.
I think MP took that as a challenge, and he answered with a three of his own.
Anunoby finds Brunson. Good D by Bay.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
On the wing, MP from the arc. The long-range hit from MP.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Knicks trail by 5. A minute 15 left in the second quarter. Towns for three. Offensive rebound. Towns on a screen. Three-pointer, Bridges. And it's Toronto with a rebound. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Towns for three. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's just heart from Brunson. Just hitting those offensive boards.
A minute 9 left in the first half of this one.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Knicks trail by 5. Brunson passes to Towns. Fires from deep. Oh, Towns with the triple.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Here's MP. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Brunson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Yabusele outside. Pass to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. Lobo with the rebound. Toronto's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. On the wing, MP. Outside Dick. Abaji, pass to MP. 5 on the clock. Fade away. Can't hit that one. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Raptors out in front. They lead by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter.